No, this isn't a review. This is an intervention. Because I don't think Disclosure Day is actually about alien disclosure. I think it's about avoiding disclosure for 2 solid hours while Steven Spielberg hosts the most expensive game of hide and seek ever filmed. By the end, I wasn't wondering what the aliens wanted. I wasn't wondering where they came from. I wasn't wondering why they were here. I was wondering if the writers had accidentally locked all the answers in a filing cabinet labeled Classified, Do Not Open. Emily Blunt is out here looking concerned in glorious 4K. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the theater screaming like a raccoon that just discovered the dumpster is empty. Just tell us something. Yes, as you can tell, today we're talking about Disclosure Day. The movie that promised the truth would set us free, and then charge us $15 to stand outside the door. This should have worked. Steven Spielberg, David Koepp. A modern alien disclosure story arriving at exactly the moment people are obsessed with UFO hearings, government leaks, strange footage, and every conspiracy rabbit hole on the internet. This should have been catnip. Spielberg practically invented modern alien wonder. Look, Close Encounters, E.T. The man used to make audiences stare at the sky and believe something magical might be up there. So naturally, his big return to alien science fiction movies arrives, and spends most of its runtime hiding behind a bush. The setup here is actually fantastic. A giant corporation called Wardex has been hiding alien technology for decades. A whistleblower steals evidence. The world is on the verge of learning the truth. Governments are nervous. Religions are nervous. Scientists are nervous. Everyone's nervous. Great. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Except the movie never wants to explore any of that. The biggest problem with Disclosure Day is that it mistakes withholding information for mystery. Those are not the same thing. Every scene feels like this. I know something. What is it? I can't tell you. Why? Because then the movie would be over. Repeat that for 2 hours. A mystery can survive a weird answer. A mystery can survive a bad answer. But a mystery cannot survive no answer after promising everything. Now, here's what really drove me nuts. Alien lore is weird. Like, genuinely weird. Whether you believe any of it or not, UFO mythology is a giant buffet of insanity. Flying orbs, abductions, strange entities, missing time, cattle mutilations, government cover-ups, interdimensional theories, ancient aliens, black projects, psychic phenomena, terribly bad hair. The whole thing is a glorious carnival of bizarre ideas. The movie teases most of it, and then serves us absolutely none of it. It's like inviting me to the world's largest buffet and handing me a single saltine cracker. Now, let's scratch that. It wasn't really a chase scene. It's chase scenes, plural. Because this movie doesn't have a chase sequence. It has one chase sequence photocopied 5 times. At one point, Colin Firth uses the alien poo technology to mind control the whistleblower's girlfriend. That's cool. It's interesting. Now we're getting somewhere. She fights the influence. She struggles against it. Eventually, she loses. Firth learns where the heroes are. The villains arrive. The heroes escape by the skin of their teeth. Fine. That's a movie. Then 20 minutes later, the exact same thing happens again. Not a variation, not a twist, not an escalation. The same scene, the same outcome, the same escape. At some point, I started wondering if Steven Spielberg accidentally hit Control-C and Control-V on the screenplay. Switch your chase scenes up, Steven. Every thriller needs escalation. The danger should evolve. The hero should adapt. The villain should adapt. Instead, this movie runs the same play over and over, like a football coach who only knows one formation. And speaking of villains, then we get Wardex, the villains. See, they're not the CIA, they're not the military, they're not the governments, not intelligence agencies, not some vast global conspiracy. They're not even the Men in Black. No, it's a company. It's a company run by Colin Firth and what appears to be his 9 accountants. And somehow these people have concealed the single greatest discovery in human history for 70 years. Alien technology, alien bodies, alien contact. The answer to humanity's oldest question. all hidden away in what appears to be a very aggressive corporate office. Sure, because if alien technology were real, every government on Earth would definitely sit quietly while Colin Firth stores it in a warehouse somewhere. Kind of like the Ark of the Covenant. This is not a chance in the world. The second that secret leaked, national security agencies would arrive like an angry meteor shower. The movie wants me to believe the most powerful government in human history got outmaneuvered by human resources. But it gets better. Can we talk about how spectacularly incompetent Vortex is? These people are supposedly the shadow organization that has manipulated governments, controlled narratives, silenced witnesses, hidden evidence, and protected the greatest secret on Earth since the Truman administration. Yet when it comes time to stop two people in a car, they suddenly become absolute morons. They can't hit anything, nobody catches anyone, nobody can successfully complete a task. Their accuracy drops below stormtrooper levels. The evil corporation spends the entire movie chasing people they apparently have no intention of actually stopping, which raises a serious question. If these guys are this bad at their job, how have they successfully hidden alien disclosure for 70 years? Call in the Men in Black. Oh, wait, I forgot. Those don't exist in this universe. Apparently, the entire global conspiracy consists of Colin Firth and Accounting Department B. Thanks, Steve. This all makes perfect sense. I like my $15 back. Let's talk about animal life. Because apparently somebody really wants to talk about the deer. The movie keeps cutting to the deer, and birds, and cardinals, and meaningful looks, and meaningful silence, and meaningful staring. The film treats these moments like they're profound revelations. Meanwhile, the audience is sitting there wondering if the wildlife knows something the screenwriters didn't. Every time a deer appeared, I thought, excellent, maybe this one knows what the aliens want. Nope, another deer. This part annoyed me the most. The movie raises a genuinely fascinating question. How would the world's religions react if alien life was truly confirmed? See, that's interesting. That's huge. That's worth exploring. Different religions would act differently. Different people would act differently. Some would panic. Some would adapt. Some would celebrate it. Some would deny it. See, that's a movie. Instead, Disclosure Day gestures vaguely toward the question and immediately runs away from it. The one major piece of alien technology that we see is basically a cosmic extension cord. A magic alien rod that fixes the power. That's it. 2 hours of secrecy, 2 hours of tension, 2 hours of dramatic music, and the payoff is Space Home Depot. I laughed. I don't think I was supposed to. Oh, God. Alright. Then we reach the ending. Alright, everyone. I wasn't really prepared for this. A wheelchair-bound elderly alien appears carrying approximately 2 hours of unpaid narrative debt. This thing shows up looking like it wandered out of an assisted living facility somewhere beyond Alpha Centauri. It whispers something. It whispers something to the whistleblower, and he in turn whispers it to Emily Blunt. She looks toward the audience after getting in front of the camera. The movie builds to its final revelation. The ultimate truth. Its grand disclosure. The answer we've been waiting for 2 hours. And then, the final word of the movie is, listen. Credits. I burst out laughing, not because it was funny, but because the entire movie folds into one giant setup for a punchline I didn't realize I was making. Disclosure Day doesn't fail because its ideas are weird. Alien stories are supposed to be weird. It doesn't fail because of its questioning of religion, which it didn't anywhere. Thanks, Stephen, for all the controversy that never amounted to anything. It fails because it keeps borrowing your curiosity and never pays it back. Spielberg used to fill audiences with wonder. This movie fills audiences with questions, and then refuses to answer them. For this buffet of boredom, I give it 1. 1 out of 5 soggy disclosure waffles. Plus 1 bonus point for introducing what may have been cinema's first geriatric alien cliffhanger. Alright, you beautiful chaos goblins, what'd you think? Did the cosmic extension cord change your life? Did the deer secretly understand the plot? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you enjoy watching a rabbit slowly lose faith in modern screenwriting. This is Verity Rabbit. Stay curious, demand better payoffs, and if an elderly alien dressed as a deer ever appears in your living room carrying the answers to the universe, listen.